Hey everybody, it's Brittany and Lindsay live at ETA Hand to Mind. I'm so excited today to bring you our brand new Math Tasks with Pattern Blocks Teacher's Guide. This is for grades K through 2, and this is focusing on the application standard of the teaching domain. So let's take a look. So in this lesson, it's called Cover the Caterpillar. We're focusing on counting, equivalents, and patterns. This teacher's guide is laid out in such a wonderful, teacher-friendly way. It starts with the objective, and this objective is children will investigate composition of geometric figures to explore congruency and use patterns to solve a problem. Goes through the what you'll need, lists out all the materials you needed, any black line masters, where you're going to find them, and any sort of manipulatives that you need in your classroom. There's also the overview of what children are going to do and why. Then there's the big idea, which is a page and a half. This is where teachers gain insight into the underlying mathematics of the activity and discover some of the strategies children are apt to use as they work. The big idea provides a view of what may happen in the lesson as well as mathematical potential that underlies and may grow out of it. Users are encouraged to read this before presenting the activity to the children. This is kind of your homework before you do it. There's also a note where you can find a tent card, and we'll show you that later. Very exciting. Everything you need here in the book. So let's take a look at the lesson. Starts out with the introduction, and this presents the possible scenario for introducing the children to the activity. Goes through ask the children, confirm, now ask. Again, explicit that there is only one solution. There's a lot of great teacher talk points in this. Then it goes into the on their own. Suggestion and hints on meeting students' needs. So this is really for the teacher to help guide students through the activity. There's a math talk. Prompts that are intended to promote discussion are provided to get your kiddos really talking about the activity and talking about what they learned. There's also an opportunity for extension. This takes the essence of the activity and alters it or extends its parameters to be able to really take those kids a little further. Then we have this whole page here listing the on their own for the kiddos. This would be great under a document camera for kids to be able to see. We also have the great tent cards that help guide kids through that. And the tent card, you can see here, has the side A, walking you through it, and side B, continuing that activity. So let's take a look at the activity. Working with a partner, you're going to put 4 yellow blocks together to make a caterpillar. So we have our caterpillar. We're now going to use our blue and green pattern blocks, which depending on the grade, you talk about their shapes and attributes. We have our rhombus with 4 sides and our triangle with 3 sides. So you're going to cover your caterpillar using only those shapes. So let's take a look. I like to make a pattern when I'm doing it. So I'm going to do my blues. And then let's see how many triangles it takes to fill the remainder of that yellow hexagon. And I'm going to continue with this. Love using these pattern blocks because they are manipulate, because if you drop them, they don't make any noise. Every teacher's dream, quiet resources in your classroom. All right. We're gonna go there and I'm gonna I need 2 more green triangles. So I have my caterpillar filled in. So now I'm gonna color the caterpillar outline to record my solution. So I have my black line master here. I'm gonna use my crayons and color in how I made that, my caterpillar. So I'm going to outline here. And I would encourage my kids to take their time as they're working on it. But for the sake of your time and mine, we'll go a little quicker. And then I'll go with my green triangles. Again, this is a great way for kids to see how shapes are composed and decomposed of other shapes.
I love that they have to make the physical model of this math activity, and then they also have to transfer it into the way they report it, which in this case is using the colors on top of these shapes. So they're getting used to representing their math task in more than one way, which is really simple but super valuable for the students.
Great. So then now I'm going to record the number of blue blocks and green blocks I used to color my caterpillar. So I'm going to label it my blue block. So let's count. I used 1, 2, 3, 4, and I can also double check my work with my manipulatives. So I had 4, and then I would do my green, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I used 4 blue shapes and 16 green shapes to color my caterpillar. So then the activity goes through to repeat it to see what different ways you can cover the caterpillar, because there's many different options and solutions for this. And the kids would continue to do this and recording it each time and looking for patterns in their work. So this is a great activity. Again, it's a pattern activity, or partner activity that kids would do together. So we also have these amazing math cooperation mats, and we have an example of finished work of kids that have done this on their own activity using this great brand new tool, our math cooperation mats.
So here you're getting a sneak peek of what Brittany mentioned and showed you a little bit earlier. This is our two-sided tent card. You're looking at side A right now, and it's something nice that you can put in the center of our cooperation mat so that multiple students can work on this activity at once, and it's almost like duplicating yourself. So you've already had the discussion with them, you've set them up for the activity, and then these tent cards help to keep them on task when they're actually doing the math task. So let's take a look at another example of how you could have, or in this case our students have, broken down and composed and decomposed their caterpillar. You can see that they recorded with write-on wipe-off markers, which we love because this entire surface is write-on wipe-off. And our favorite part, in addition just to the fact that students use this to cooperate on their math tasks, are the built-in checklists that you can see all around the mat, so that each student, as they are completing their activity, checks to see, did I read the problem, draw a picture, show my work, and check my answer. We know those are the questions you ask over and over and over again of your students, and now the mat is asking them too, so that it can reinforce those great math practices and math process that we want our students to go through, no matter how simple or complex the activity is. So we're super excited about both of these new products, and we think that you will love them just as much as we do. Stay tuned for more Facebook Live videos in the future featuring both this amazing cooperation mat for math and our brand new Math Tasks Teacher Guide series. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye, guys.